Friday, so let's take it nice and slow. Everyone, shall we? Welcome to Business Morning. I am Boosted We're live to you from Channel's global headquarters in Lagos, Nigeria. Let's spend the next 1 hour together. And let's start from the release from the Statistics Office yesterday of Nigeria's productivity report. And what that means is what's the level of our productivity, each and every one of us on average. What do we produce, and we put that in narrow times in terms of the number of hours we spend, whether being a vulcanizer, or you work in an office, or whatever you do, or you're on television. This is a report that comes out every quarter from the National Bureau of Statistics. So the figure is out, but let's try to put some flesh behind the numbers, some of which you have seen over the last couple of hours. The NBS reports that Nigeria's labor productivity was at the highest level in the fourth quarter of last year since the first quarter of 2015. Well, largely because there was a relatively stable electricity. Now we need to go over this again and again. That seems to put paid to that notion that if there is a stable electricity or power or energy, Nigerians will definitely do far more, be more productive than we currently are. So, fourth quarter, the last 3 months of 2016 actually showed, according to the Statistics Office, that Nigeria's productivity increases because power was relatively stable. What this means, according to the NBS, quote, was that the labor productivity growth implies gradual increase in labor efficiency employed in the economy. End of quote. So despite the contraction in the economy last year and higher unemployment, you've seen the numbers from the NBS this week. Now, what that means is that Nigerians were employing more creative way in terms of labor efficiency. That's what that report stated. Now, let's look at the drivers of these productivity that grow, and we'll look at the numbers. The productivity growth drivers in last quarter was agricultural sector. That sector posted 3.39% higher because of the harvest season. That means that more folks were employed in the agro-allied business, and that helped move labor productivity in the last quarter of last year. Transportation and creative sectors were also mentioned in that report. Now, in Naira and Kobo terms, this was what we did. So let's bring it home now. Our productivity last year per person, for those of us who are in the labor market, or job market to be more precise, was 783 Naira 51 Kobo, and that's about $2.57 by exchange rate. That was more higher than 713 Naira and 77 Kobo, a labor productivity average in the third quarter of the year. So, if you bring that down into percentage terms, productivity was up 9.8% on a quarter-quarter basis. That is between third quarter and fourth quarter last year. Nigeria's productivity was higher by 9.8% and 10.8% year-on-year between fourth quarter 2016 and fourth quarter of 2015. Estimated total hours that we worked was higher by 0.48% quarter-on-quarter and 1.9% year-on-year. That sounds a mouthful of economic data. But of course, there's been a lot of data this week. We've seen the unemployment numbers. We had the productivity report. We had quite a very busy week on the economic front. And next week, we'll try to unpack some of those raw economic data for you. But let's get on with the markets. Of course, folks are interested in where the markets are. About three-quarter to the north yesterday when we finished off trading at the Nigerian Stock Exchange. The market is now 22%, the best performing on the African continent so far in 2017. 32,000, we're heading towards 34,000. One of the analysts yesterday says 35,000 is not so far away from where we are at the moment. Month to date, we've done 11.66%. We started this week just a few days ago, and we've done 11.66%. The market cap 11.386 trillion. That's hitting about 35 billion US dollars by some exchange rates. If you decide what to use, whatever rate you use, but you're going to get well above 30 billion US dollars. Volume, 500 million shares, 4.84 billion naira, 5,603 transactions. And if you look at the unlisted securities market, after a string of 1 week gains, that's indexed down 0.5%. 627.79 on the USI reading, the unlisted securities, but the market cap around 411.31 billion naira. Take it away, folks. Let's move on quickly to the fixed income space, where we're looking at a very strong comeback for FGN bonds traded via the FMDQ OTC Securities Exchange in naira value terms. That's significantly higher. Remember, on Wednesday, that was about 5 billion naira. Yesterday, that races to double digit, 26.41 billion, 213 transactions. Investors very active at the market. More activity piped on the 18th March 2036, one of the long-dated FGN paper, 7915, as a price high, 69 deals on, those are the top 4 for Thursday. And we just do that cap with the treasury bills. That's the closest cousins to the bonds. 597 transactions, 163.170 billion naira, beg your pardon. The B there seems to be missing. Someone must have taken it off. Okay. And 31st of August 2017, discount high 18%. 2 days ago, about 16%. Now the discount high has moved to about 18%. And you can see the top most active transactions on Thursday. Finish off with the currencies, please. See how the naira stacked up against 3 other currencies on Thursday. Naira dollar 305.60 at the interbank spot market. A bit of a lackluster since we started the current week that takes us into the month of June. On the pound, 0.28% higher, 0.69% better for the naira. On the supranational currency, the euro. Then on the street, it was quiet for naira dollar, naira pound, 0.5% gain for local currency on the euro at 410, and the naira shaved off about 0.5% at the investors and exporters windows called the IEX 375.31.